Silence. All stand and remain standing until the conclusion of the reading of the proclamation. Ladies and gentlemen, the proclamation. All persons having any business before this honorable court now draw nigh. Give your attendance, and you shall be heard.
Admission of lawyers. Miriam Afan.
May it please the court, I move that Miriam Afan be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Miriam Afan be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Asin Akbar.
May it please the court, I move that Asian Akbar be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Asin Akbar be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Madeline Claire Bannister.
May it please the court, I move that Madeline Claire Bannister be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Madeline Claire Bannister be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Christine Erica Banzon.
May it please the court, I move that Christine Erica Banson be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Christine Erica Banzon be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Nikki Sarah Boyages.
May it please the court, I move that Nikki Sarah Boyage be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Nikki Sarah Boyage be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Olivia Jane Branson.
May it please the court, I move that Olivia Jane Branson be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Olivia Jane Branson be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Mario Timothy Birdsey.
May it please the court, I move that Mario Burse be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Mario Timothy Burse be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Lily Ann Grace Keynes.
May it please the court, I move that Lily Ann Grace Cairns be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Lily Ann Grace Keynes be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Shiki Sheng.
May it please the court, I move that Shiki Cheng be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Shiki Cheng be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Ipek Sivalek.
May it please the court, I move that Ipak Sivalak be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Ipak Sivalak be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jackie Joyce Lucas Dose.
May it please the court, I move that Jackie Joyce Lucas Dose be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Jackie Joyce Lucas Dose be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Thompson David Alexander Edgar.
May it please this court, I move that Thompson David Alexander Edgar be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Let Thompson David Alexander Edgar be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Eliza Mary Ferrier.
May it please the court, I move that my niece Eliza Mary Ferrier be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Eliza Mary Ferrier be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Zakiya Rihanna Fontanelle.
May it please the court, I move that Zakiya Rihanna Fontanelle be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Zakiya Rihanna Fontanelle be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jonathan William Georgiadis.
May it please the court, I move that Jonathan William Georgiadis be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Jonathan William Georgiadis be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Diana Sia Havasho.
May it please the court, I move that Diana Sia Hadvasho be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Diana Sia Hadvasho be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Simran Guven.
May it please the court, I move that Simran Govan be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Simran Gowan be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Cherry Zhu Hay.
May it please the court, I move that Cherry Shu He be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Cherry Shu Zi He be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Deborah Lee Hitchin.
May it please the court, I move that my aunt Deborah Lee Hitchin be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Deborah Lee Hitchin be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Samiris Nasser Hook.
May it please the court, I move that Samiris Nasser Hook be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Samiris Nasser Hook be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Nikita Jain.
May it please the court, I move that Nikita Jane be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Nikita Jane be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Olivia Charlotte Kelleher.
May it please the court, I move that my daughter, Olivia Kelleher, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Olivia Charlotte Kelleher be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Keel Kim.
May it please the court, I move that Kyul Kim be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Keel Kim be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jason Dongjun Kim.
May it please the court, I move that Jason Dongjun Kim be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Jason Dongjun Kim be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Manji Lee.
May it please the court, I move that Manji Lee be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Manji Lee be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Angie May.
May it please the court, I move that Angie May be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Angie May be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jodie Marie Miller.
May it please the court, I move that Jodie Marie Miller be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Jodie Marie Miller be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sarah Louise Moore.
May it please the court, I move that Sarah Louise Moore be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Sarah Louise Moore be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Christopher Matafis.
May it please the court, I move that my brother Christopher Matafis be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Christopher Matafis be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Louisa Ang Pei Yin.
May it please the court, I move that Louisa Ang Pei Yin be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Louisa Ang Pei Yin be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Carly Michelle Norton.
May it please the court, I move that Carly Michelle Norton be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Carly Michelle Norton be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Caitlin Maya Oldfield.
May it please the court, I move that Caitlin Meyer Oldfield be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Caitlin Meyer Oldfield be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Anya Fatima Reshti.
May it please the court, I move that Anya Fatima Reshti be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Anya Fatima Reshti be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Nagas Razahi Ghaznawi. Ghaznawis.
May it please the court, I move that Nargis Razahi Ghaznawi be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Nargis Razahi Ghaznawi be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Louisa Claire Rowe.
May it please the court, I move that Louisa Claire Rowe be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Louisa Claire Rowe be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sheikh Rezwana Ramjan.
May it please the court, I move that Sheikh Rizwana Ramjan be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Sheikh Rizwana Ramjan be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Amelia Diana Sakaris.
May it please the court, I move that my daughter, Amelia Diana Sakaris, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Amelia Diana Sakaris be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Mariana Sawa.
May it please the court, I move that Mariana Sawa be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Let Mariana Sawa be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Adrian Luke Sesta.
May it please the court, I move that Adrian Luke Sesta is admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Adrian Luke Sesta be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Amandeep Singh.
May it please the court, I move that Amandeep Singh be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Amandeep Singh be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Tessa India Stephen Sujovic.
May it please the court, I move that Tessa India Stephen Sujovic be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Tessa India Stephen Sujovic be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Brent Anthony Strong.
May it please the court, I move that Brent Anthony Strong be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Brent Anthony Strong be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jacob Daniel Vanderwall.
May it please the court, I move that Jacob Daniel Vanderwall be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Yet Yakov Daniel Vanderwall be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Yanwen Wang.
May it please the court, I move that Yang Wen Wang be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Yet Yang Wen Wang be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Elizabeth Claire Williams.
May it please the court, I move that Elizabeth Claire Williams be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Elizabeth Clare Williams be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sophia Shu.
May it please the court, I move that Sophia Sue be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Sophia Sue be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Karen Yao.
May it please the court, I move that Karen Yeo be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Karen Yao be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Timothy Zakratimsky.
May it please the court, I move that Timothy Zakrachimsky be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Timothy Zakrachimsky be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Henry Zhang.
May it please the court, I move that Henry Zhang be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Henry Zhang be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Maria Zotti.
May it please the court, I move that Maria Zotti be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Maria Zotti be admitted as a lawyer of this court. It will now be necessary for those whose admissions have just been moved to swear an oath or make an affirmation. Would all newly admitted lawyers please stand as directed by the officiating officer?
Could rows 1 and 2 on my right please stand? Miriam Afan, Asin Akbar, Madeline Claire Bannister, Christine Erica Banzon, Nikki Sarah Boyages, Olivia Jane Branson, Mario Timothy Burst, Lily Ann Grace Keynes, Shiki Cheng, Ipek Sivilek, Jackie Joyce Lucas Dose, Thompson David Alexander Edgar, Eliza Mary Ferrier, Zakia Rihanna Fontanelle, Jonathan William Georgiadis, Diana Sia Pavasho. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state according to the best of your knowledge, skill and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"? Thank you. Please sit down. And could rows 3 and 4 on my right please stand? Simran Govern, Cherry Zhu He, Deborah Lee Hitchin, Samiras Nasser Hook, Nikita Jain, Olivia Charlotte Kelleher, Keel Kim, Jason Dongjun Kim, Manji Lee, Angie May, Jodie Marie Miller, Sarah Louise Moore, Christopher Mutafis, Louisa Ng Payin, Carly Michelle Norton, Caitlin Maya Oldfield, Anya Fatima Reshti, Nargis Razahi Ghaznawi, Louisa Claire Rowe, Sheikh Rezwana Ramjam, Amelia Diana Sakaras. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state according to the best of your knowledge, skill and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"? Thank you. Please sit down. And could the 2 rows to my left please stand? Mariana Sawa, Adrian Luke Sesta, Amandeep Singh, Tessa India Stephen Sujovic, Brent Anthony Strong, Jakob Daniel Vanderwall, Yanwen Wang, Elizabeth Clare Williams, Sophia Zhu, Karen Yao, Timothy Zakratimsky, Henry Zhang, Maria Zotti. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state according to the best of your knowledge, skill and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"? Thank you. Please sit down.
Now that the formal part of the proceedings is complete, On behalf of the Chief Justice and all of the judges of the court, I would like warmly to welcome each of you and your family and friends to the Supreme Court of New South Wales, including those who are here virtually by watching the ceremony online. I am Justice Ward, the President of the Court of Appeal, and I have the honour to represent the Chief Justice at today's very special ceremony. Present with me on the bench today is Justice Davies to my right, who is a judge of the Common Law Division, and Justice Hamill to my left, who is also a judge of the Common Law Division. Together, we constitute the court which has, in the exercise of its jurisdiction, admitted you to practice. I begin by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land on which this ceremony takes place today, the Gadigal of the Eora Nation. I pay my respects to their elders past and present. I recognise the long-standing and enduring customs and traditions of Australia's First Nations peoples and their deep connection with country, and I welcome any of our First Nations peoples present here today or watching the ceremony online. To all the newly admitted lawyers, the shining stars of today's ceremony, it is a great pleasure to welcome each of you individually to the legal profession of this state. It's now over 40 years since I was admitted as a solicitor in this very same courtroom. I well recall the solemnity of the occasion, the penetrating gaze of the then Chief Justice, Sir Lawrence Street, as each lawyer was admitted, and the excitement and pride of my parents who were here to witness the ceremony. The very first time that either of them had set foot in a court, let alone the Banco court. Little did I imagine, or could they have dreamt, that one day I would be presiding over just such a ceremony. Perhaps that particular honour lies in the future for one of today's cohort of newly admitted lawyers. I've referred to my admission ceremony, now part of ancient history, for a number of reasons. First, because although much has changed in the legal profession over those 40-odd years, the traditions and the fundamental ethos of our profession has not. In being admitted as a lawyer today, you have joined a centuries-old profession with ancient origins. The custom of advocates swearing an admissions oath is one that dates back to the 12th century. Our wigs and robes might well date back almost as far. The Supreme Court was established in 1823 and first admitted lawyers to practice in 1824. As Chief Justice Spiegelman used to say at ceremonies such as today's, this makes New South Wales one of only a handful of jurisdictions in the common law world with a continuously operating court as old as this. By 1830, the names of lawyers were entered onto rolls in this state, as yours will be after this ceremony. You have now become part of this tradition almost 200 years later. Perhaps for some of you, more likely for your family and friends, that's how long it feels that you've been studying to get here today. The continuing traditions of our legal profession are important to acknowledge, particularly as this court enters its bicentenary year. At the heart of our system of law is the direct relationship between the court and lawyers as officers of the court. The oath or affirmation that you have made today, witnessed by your family and peers, is a serious one and deserves solemn regard. You must always remember that admission as a member of the legal profession is a privilege, not a right. Importantly today, you assume ethical obligations over and above those demanded by you as members of the community. The legal profession is dedicated to upholding the rule of law, one of the most important pillars of a peaceful and democratic society. The standards expected of legal professionals are correspondingly high. As lawyers, in whatever area you practice, you should be known for your honesty, your integrity, and your commitment to justice. You will owe onerous duties to your clients, but your paramount duty is to the court. Among the obligations that you acquire to the court are a duty of full disclosure of the relevant law, a duty of candour not to mislead the court or knowingly to permit your client to do so, a duty to refuse to permit the commencement or continuance of baseless proceedings, a duty to exercise care before making allegations of misconduct against any other person, a duty not to assist any forms of improper conduct, and a duty to conduct cases before the court efficiently and expeditiously. Your duty to the court requires that you comply faithfully with your ethical obligations, no matter what pressures may be placed upon you, and no matter that they may conflict at times with your client's wishes or desires. It is an acknowledgement of this weighty responsibility that we observe today's unique formalities. But not everything in the legal profession has remained unchanged over the years. Some of those changes are the product of changes in our society. When I commenced practice as a solicitor, women did not occupy senior positions in the law. There were no female partners in the large commercial law firms. There was only a handful of female silks, and there were no female judges on this court. And women who appeared in court were not seen if they wore trousers. How the world has changed since then. Not only are women now seen at the highest levels in our profession, some are even admitted wearing power suits today. Some of those changes are the product of technological developments. When I first commenced practice as a solicitor, our firm had Wang computers, and they occupied almost a whole floor of the building. The latest innovation at that time was the telex machine, or perhaps the golf ball typewriter. Today, you will no doubt work in offices where the computer capacity appears in infinitesimal, but also where the space occupied by the computers is conversely very small, and communication is almost instantaneous with email, not to mention Zoom. Flexible working arrangements are de rigueur. Of course, with those changes comes increasing work pressures, particularly from clients who expect instantaneous delivery of legal services and unforeseen dangers, such as the lawyer stuck behind a kitten Zoom filter. The change that is most important, however, for the future of our profession is the increasing diversity of the profession. You are visible proof of that diversity. You will each have taken a different, though in many cases similar, path to join the legal profession. You come from different homes, different backgrounds, and different cultures. Some of you, like I was, will be the first in your family to have studied law. Some of you will have had the good fortune to be able to debate legal propositions with other lawyers in your family, parents, siblings, aunts, nieces, nephews, and the like, and we've seen a few of those who have admitted their relations have moved the admission of their relations today. You may have been able to point out to them the errors of their legal thinking. You certainly will be able to point out to judges before whom you appear in future the errors of their understanding of the law. You will importantly have no doubt different expectations and aspirations for your career in the law. The legal profession and the administration of justice are both enriched by that diversity. Diverse representation is important so that all people involved in our justice system can and feel that they can be properly heard and fairly engaged with by a system reflective of our broader community. It is important to the maintenance of the rule of law that the legal profession, including the judiciary, reflects the community which we serve. The second reason that I referred earlier to my own admission ceremony is that today is a day for celebration, not just for you, but also for your family and friends. You will all have worked extremely hard to reach today's milestone, perhaps through caffeine-fueled nights, perhaps through obscure problem questions, no doubt through reading more cases than you can hope ever to remember. You're entitled to be proud of your achievements, and your family and friends are entitled to be proud of you. No doubt many of them will feel they're almost equally qualified to be admitted here today, having shared the knowledge of law that you've gained over the years, and no doubt many have been on the receiving end of your finely honed skills of advocacy. Fascinating as the law is, many may well feel that they know more about snails in ginger beer bottles and the cannibalisation of shipwrecked cabin boys than it was ever necessary for them to know. But I have no doubt that your family and friends have played an important role in assisting you to reach today's achievements, and today you can celebrate with them. You have now entered the real legal world, so to speak. In legal practice, you will now encounter the reality of that world, of eggshell skulls and peppercorn rents. You may even meet the mysterious reasonable person, and you will have to apply the Constitution with an understanding that it consists of so much more than the vibe of the thing. You will be called upon as an advisor, a problem solver, a mediator, and an advocate for the marginalised. You will learn the mysteries of time costing and the pressures of running a legal practice. But as you go about your day-to-day work, remember you are not merely dealing with the law in a vacuum. You are dealing with law as it applies to people's lives. You must strive to deliver services competently, fearlessly, courtesy, and with integrity. If you are under the impression that today marks the end of your studies, then it is my unpalatable duty to tell you that you are wrong. There will always be something new for lawyers to learn. As lawyers, there is no risk that we will ever suffer from a bibliophobia, a fear of lack of reading material. There is no doubt that law can be a stressful occupation, so it is important to remember that just as you are a diverse group, so also you now share a common membership of the legal profession. Remember to make use of that support. And in that context, I propose now to call upon the young representatives of the New South Wales Bar Association and the Law Society to say a few words of encouragement and support. Ms. Boyle, do you move?
May it please the Court, my name is Phoebe Boyle and I've been practising for 6 months at the bar, predominantly in criminal law. On behalf of the New South Wales Bar Association, I welcome you all to the legal profession. The legal profession is an old profession based on precedent and the rule of law, while also being a profession that grows and develops to adapt to new practices and technology, and importantly, to society's values as they change over time. For several decades now, the composition of lawyers and barristers in New South Wales has changed to better reflect the community. The bar today is a welcoming place for people of all genders and backgrounds. It is an honour to be a lawyer, and in my case, a barrister, and I am proud to be a member of the legal profession. I enjoy the intellectual challenge of my job, and it allows me to give expert advice, to represent people in court, and to contribute to society in a meaningful way. If you are interested in coming to the bar, you can contact the New South Wales Bar Association or have a look at their website. Each year, there is a career at the bar open day. In your first year of practice as a reader, you receive particular assistance from 2 barristers of at least 7 years seniority who meet with you weekly, review your work, and teach you practical skills. But the support you will receive is not limited to those 2 barristers. The bar is renowned for its collegiality, especially in chambers. There are also opportunities to become involved in the work of the New South Wales Bar Association, which is the professional body that supports barristers and has a range of committees, including a new barristers committee, which organises social and educational functions for barristers of up to 5 years' experience, like myself, and a diversity and equality committee, which promotes one of the key strategic goals of the New South Wales Bar Association, which is to attract the best people to become barristers, regardless of their race, religion, gender, parental status, or sexual preference. Whether as a lawyer or a barrister, I encourage you to get involved in the Law Society or Bar Association and to use your skills to assist your community. It is a rewarding experience to practice in connection with others in your profession. Once again, on behalf of the New South Wales Bar Association, I welcome you to the legal profession and I congratulate you on your admission today as a lawyer of this honourable court. May it please the court.
Thank you, Ms. Boyle. Mr. Roberts, do you move?
May it please the court. My name is Timothy Roberts and I am the Vice President of the New South Wales Young Lawyers. And not so long ago, I was at this step. Being admitted to the Supreme Court role is the final step of a long and arduous journey, and you should all feel immensely proud of what you have achieved thus far. When I embarked on my career as a solicitor, I had no idea of what to expect, and my career took many different turns, and it was not often always easy, and often it was overwhelming. But as I stand here today, just over 2 years of working as a solicitor, I can tell you that I've learned much since this moment in my career. One of the most important things that I have learned is the importance of belonging to a profession. The legal profession is an increasingly large and diverse community, and one to which you now belong. The Law Society of New South Wales is the home of that community, with our members being 30,000 flung far and wide across the state, but we are bound by some common values. We are bound by our shared duties, our commitment to continuous learning, our desire to connect, our drive to give back to our communities, and to uphold the rule of law. As an early career lawyer, belonging to a strong network of peers is crucial. That is why I have been a part of Law Society's New South Wales Young Lawyers for my 2 and a bit years. Here I have found friendship, inspiration, guidance, support when I needed it most, all as well as opportunities to advocate and join committees. By joining the Law Society and New South Wales Young Lawyers, you will gain access to a professional support, conferences, events, and a wide range of publications, professional development opportunities, mentoring, volunteering opportunities, and so much more. It is the role of the Law Society to ensure that you, as newly minted solicitors, can thrive and succeed in your new profession. So again, congratulations to you all. Look us up, speak to your employer about us, and we look forward to welcoming you into the Law Society community.
Thank you, Mr. Roberts. In closing, can I say that in my experience, the law is a wonderful profession, stimulating, challenging, and satisfying, and populated by intellectual, committed, and dynamic people. On a recent appeal over which I was presiding, Senior Counsel made the somewhat surprising submission to the effect that at some stage in every lawyer's career, that lawyer will say, "I don't want to be a lawyer, I want to be a television producer." Well, can I say that submission was not persuasive? Apart from the fact that I am notoriously camera shy, I've never regretted my decision to become a lawyer. You should each be proud to be a lawyer, and you should strive to perform your obligations so that you can remain proud to be a lawyer. On behalf of all of the judges in the Supreme Court, and particularly those of my colleagues on the bench today, I once again offer my sincere congratulations on your admission and welcome you to the legal profession. The court will now adjourn.
All stand. This honourable court is now adjourned.